unfortunately. This time-lapse video showing the flash.
What is up, hooligans? Happy freedom. Welcome to another episode of Coffee with Hooligans, where we try to make the news suck a little less. Let me know how you guys are doing in the chat. How was your weekend? Drop a 1 in the chat if you can see me and hear me clearly, just to take care of any technical issues that we're having. We're going to read over the schedule really quick, and then we're going to check on all the chats, and then we're going to get her started. So we're going to be starting off today with a video titled Hurricane Hilary hitting Southern California. I don't know. I can't tell if it's a big deal or if it's overhyped. I can't tell. All the videos I see of Californians, they're out there playing in the rain. So I don't know. Then we have a video titled Trump skipping Republican presidential debate. He announces on Truth Social. We kind of already knew that was going to happen. But at least all the people who were going to lose are getting together and, well, they can touch each other's butts and whatnot just to celebrate how they're going to lose to the Orange Eagle. Why not? It's a losers convention. And then we have a video titled Phobia Alert. New study reveals anxiety causing phobia for Gen Z. This is the second time we've covered this topic where Gen Z is afraid to talk on the phone. Talking on the phone is one of their top 3 things that they hate in life, that they fear doing, is having a conversation on the phone. They don't care about FaceTiming each other. They don't care about texting each other, but to verbally communicate apparently is scary. That's really big and scary for Gen Zers. And then we will be wrapping things up with a video titled IRS Special Agent Killed During Training in Phoenix. This happened a couple days ago. I think it happened on the day where we were not able to go live. It was a mess of a day and we didn't do Coffee with Hooligans. That's why I think we didn't cover that. But IRS agents, for some reason, need firearms as a part of their job duties as number counters or whatever they do. And then one killed another one. And hey, I don't know what else to say about it. These things happen, I guess. I don't know. All right, let's read through the chat, make sure everything's running smoothly. We'll go ahead and get her started. What's up, everyone over on the website? Happy freedom, you hooligans. What's up, Annette? What's up, Sam? Appreciate you guys being here. I've been working on the website quite a bit the last few days. We had some issues going on with our notification system. Well, we'll just say that. We had some issues, but I went and got it fixed. I've also been improving things. You should probably notice that the website is quicker, a little bit more snappier, things like that. I've been cleaning house. I'm gonna be implementing some new features and stuff like that. I think I'm gonna end up adding a library where you can go watch all the protest videos in a single area that we covered back in 2020. I have some ideas for things I'm gonna add onto the website, so I've been cleaning things up and making things a little bit more optimized for everybody over there. What's up, Donna Sparks? Happy freedom. Appreciate you being here. You're awesome. All right, let's make sure everything's running.
What is up, everyone?
Oh, there we go. Are we not running over on Rumble? Hold on a second. I'm going to have to fix this. Why is this not working?
So Rumble wants...
What did I do? Hold on a second. Got to figure out what is going on with Rumble. Come on, thing. So annoying. Why is it not doing the thing? There we go. It's all good now. We got it connected. Rumble's working. I don't know what that was about. But everybody needs to go to Rumble because YouTube sucks all day. There we go. Pin the link to the top of the chat for everybody on YouTube. Because YouTube sucks. YouTube sucks. If you're watching on YouTube, I don't know what you're doing. Wasting your time. All platforms are better than YouTube. Hell, I'll watch on Facebook before I watch on YouTube. YouTube sucks. Alright, we're good to go now. What about Odyssey? Odyssey's been having a lot of issues. I wish they would run some updates or something. Odyssey's not running. I don't know. I wrote their tech support team, but they didn't write me back. And it's probably because it was the weekend when I wrote them. So maybe later today we'll hear from them. Odyssey's not running again. It didn't run last time. And I don't know. The time before that it was playing an old live telling you it was currently live. So I don't know. Odyssey needs some work. What's up everyone over on Kick? Happy Freedom. What's up DeRosa? What's up Salty Ragu? Appreciate you guys being here. About Twitch, everything's good over here on Twitch. Bitrate looks steady. What's up, 2 Ruby Shoes? What's up, Starn? What's up, Snooks? What's up, Podcast Joe? What's up, Mr. Beansy Beans? What's up, Tom Tom? What's up, Peyton? Appreciate you guys all being here. You guys are awesome. And what's up, everyone over on YouTube? Things are looking good, like they are running smoothly. It's so weird how blurry the image is on YouTube versus every other platform. YouTube sucks. Leave YouTube. What's up, Mr. Satan? What's up, Faded? Faded, you were second today. Jesus, loves us. You just ran up there. Quick. Fast as fuck, boy. I appreciate you, Faded. What's up, Sly Dog? What's up, Nefties? What's up, Phil? What's up, Kevin? What's up, Damon Walker? What's up, Gregory? What's up, Nils? What's up, Salty Ragu? What's up, Robert Jr.? What's up, Lifelike? What's up, Nanner Nose? What's up, Anthony? What's up, Seppa? What's up, Tim? What's up, Chime? Appreciate you guys all being here. What's up, Pesky? What's up, Daryl? Sam, you're omnipresent because you're a badass. What's up, Jennifer? Happy freedom, all of you hooligans. Appreciate you guys being here. What's up, Daryl? What's up, Grip Van? Let's see. Faded. This storm was hyped up by the toilet paper companies. Oh man, speaking of toilet paper, you guys see that they're scared about the plague again. They're telling people should be wearing those compliance cloths and stuff again. All the hooligans that were on Rumble, they know because we covered a video on that. Matthew, Odyssey is still going wrong. Yeah, I'm gonna write the tech support again. Amp Farm can't beat YouTube's algorithm. I don't know what that statement means. That has nothing to do with watching a live for free and not supporting at all, not even with advertisement revenue. I mean, you could watch on Rumble and at least I make a couple pennies off the view. On YouTube, it's just nostalgic, I guess. You're just watching just to remember the old times when YouTube used to be good. Kevin, YouTube needs to start getting sued by creators. Nah, they just need to get MySpaced. That's all. They just need to get MySpaced. We're going to show a video talking about Trump not going to the Republican debate and all that stuff. And there's Rumble logos all over that. The news is showing that the debate will be held on Rumble more than being on YouTube because YouTube censorship is so hardcore. So it's good. It's good. I'm ready for YouTube to kick the bucket. I like YouTube and I like the platform and all that, but I hate their community guidelines and I hate how harsh their punishments are. It's like being a part of a business that's being ran by Karens. And anytime they don't agree with you, they just do everything in their power to pull you down and rape you. And there's just no remorse. No remorse. They don't care. They don't care. It's right or wrong is beyond the point. It's how they treat you, how they feel, and the punishment is too severe for that. It's too severe. I'm telling you, if I hold my hand like this and YouTube thinks it's a gun, I get a strike for having a gun, even though it's not a gun. And that punishment is too much. It's too much. Mordrina, Odyssey is down right now. I gotta talk with their tech support. The best place to be is jeffmaclive.com. Second best place to be is Rumble. Everywhere else is kind of hit or miss. What's up, Cassandra? Happy freedom. Appreciate you being here. And too bad you can't punch it in the face. I'm saying, see, we could make YouTube good. They just need one good old punch in the face, and bam. Let's get back to making sense. That's all it would take. Anyways, we're gonna start with this first video. It's titled Hurricane Hilary hitting Southern California. I know Oreo and everybody was covering it yesterday, and I got 16 messages of people saying, why aren't you covering the hurricane thing? Because I was eating pizza, because I was going for a walk, because I was cruising in the Subaru, because I was petting my cat, because I was doing fun things and enjoying my day off. There'll always be news. But no, didn't go live for Hilary yesterday. That's alright. Go get you a Screaming Goat t-shirt. I'll drop the link in the chat while you're watching this first video. We got coffee mugs, t-shirts, hoodies, tank tops. We have clothes for men and women because they're different. So go check all that stuff out on the merch store. Alright, Hooligans, we're going to get this started once again. Hurricane Hilary hitting Southern California. Alright, hold on a second. For some reason, there's no audio. There's supposed to be. There's supposed to be audio. I broke it. Oh, there we go. I fixed it. You're a wizard, Harry. Alright, let's do it.
This time-lapse video showing the flash floodwaters at a creek in San Bernardino County. Hilary is expected to bring catastrophic flooding to large areas of the Southwest. And as CBS 2's Michael Spencer tells us, some California communities are now under evacuation orders.
There seems to be no good place for the water to go in the Southern California desert. Torrential rain, swamping roads, and trapping cars.
We've had storms before, but never anything quite this windy and rainy at the same time.
Palm Springs is under a state of emergency, with Hilary dropping half of the city's annual rainfall in just 6 hours. In the higher elevations of San Bernardino County, rain sent trees and mud rushing down canyons. Residents in several mountain and foothill communities are under evacuation orders. Juan Pfeiffer and his mother left their home as floodwaters crept higher.
It sucks to see it go, but lives can't be replaced. Material objects can.
Near the coast, swollen rivers in Los Angeles are running full and fast. In Santa Clarita, the side of a road collapsed. And near San Diego, giant boulders crashed onto an interstate. Adding insult to injury, a 5.1 magnitude earthquake hit Southern California Sunday afternoon. Hilary is expected to keep pounding Southern California throughout the day, prompting Los Angeles and San Diego school districts to cancel classes.
Stay safe, stay informed, and stay home.
Nevada's governor issued a state of emergency, calling up the National Guard. And in Yuma, Arizona, 60-mile-an-hour winds knocked down trees and power lines, leaving parts of the city without electricity. Michael Spencer, CBS News, San Clemente, California.
And Hilary came ashore as a tropical storm yesterday afternoon on Mexico's Baja California peninsula. At least one person there was killed in the floodwaters.
Over the weekend.
Well, I guess it was kind of sort of devastating. There's trees uprooted and all that kind of stuff. I've seen tons of videos of people playing in the rain, driving in the rain, getting all dressed up in LARPing in the rain, playing in the puddles. I've seen more people enjoying it than being devastated by it. So I don't really know how to feel about it. And then they had an earthquake on top of it. I don't know. They got everything going but fires right now. They might have fires in Northern California because that place is always burning, but it's like they have all the elements going on there. They're getting attacked by the Avatar or something. I don't know. That video is the most dramatic out of everything that I've seen that's going on in California. All the videos I seen yesterday are people playing in the rain. That was it. and that one of these days California will fall into the ocean. Yep, that's what I keep hearing. That's what I keep hearing. We'll see. It's really weird that they're having a hurricane right now. I've never heard of that. Old BR, it sounds biblical to me. You know what's really funny is well, it's not funny, but I seen a video where there is a website, and I'll try and get a hold of the website. I'll look for it after the live. But it's keeping track of all the fires globally. And it seems like there's more places on fire in the world than not right now. Like, there's fires everywhere. It's not just, North America. It's everywhere across the globe. It's like 2/3 of the planet's on fire right now. But they're not really talking about it. They're not saying anything about it. I mean, they are in small doses. Like they're telling us Washington's on fire, Canada's on fire, and then they show a little clip. And that clip can be from any time in the last 5 years. Those clips may not necessarily be from today, because you know how the media works. But to step back and see how many fires that are going on across the world right now, it's like, are we having something biblically happening and the media is just not covering it, or what's going on here? I'll see if I can find the website. I'll post it in Gilded. I'll also, of course, post it on the website so you guys can check it out. We'll see. We'll see. I'll read through the chat really quick and then we will be moving forward. What's up, Raja? Happy freedom. Appreciate you being here. Rumble must be running good. We got a lot of people over here right now, and I'm very happy to see that. I believe that the people who run the service that I stream through actually did fix things. So later on today, I'm going to be doing some testing to raise the quality. Right now, we're running 60 frames per second, 720. But we might kick it up to 1080. We'll see how everything goes. I had everything dulled down because the service was having problems. Everybody knows we were having the gray screen and all that stuff on YouTube. Hopefully, we are past that now. What's up, Free Mind Art? Happy freedom. Look at everybody running in here. What's up, Az Russell? Appreciate you being here. Bad Hombre, it's all hype. They went out yesterday for a while. It rained all day, but today no rain, nothing destroyed. See, and that's what I was kind of feeling. It's like the news is like, oh, big scary hurricane. I mean, just hurricane itself is a scary word. When you think of all the things you can lose and what happened every time we've had a hurricane. But then, like I said, all the videos are people playing in the rain, driving, doing burnouts in the rain, and dressing up as characters and going and skipping through the puddles. Like, I don't know. I don't know. The news makes it sound scary, but all the TikTok videos I've seen, it just seemed like they were enjoying it. I don't know. Pumpkin God is rearranging California. Well, it needs some rearranging. We know that. Old BR, well, he did say not by flood again. No more Anastasia typing from me. What? What? What's up, Breezy? Happy freedom. What's up, Rappy? Appreciate you guys being here. Yes, Raja. That day off yesterday was much needed. I missed you, Hooligans. I didn't miss the urge to cover the news. That's the only thing that sucks is, like, I may not be live on Sunday, but I have that urge to go live. I'm like, oh, I'm supposed to be live right now. Look at the clock. I'm like, oh, it's 1 o'clock. I should be live right now. It's hard to enjoy my day off, but it's needed. It's needed. Otherwise, I get burned out, and then I'm no fun to be around. What's up, Trigger Crazy? That's my favorite bigot there. Appreciate you being here, Trigger Crazy. What's up, Patriot Polywog? Everybody making their way over here. What's up, Kung Fu Grasshopper? Appreciate you guys being here. Bad Hombre, the news sensationalizes everything. They do. That's why lately we've been covering more propaganda than anything else, because it's entertaining. It is entertaining to see Democrats and liberals just freak out over everything, especially Trump. Especially Trump. He's like, oh yeah, they're doing all these terrible things. They're stealing my dog. They don't want me to John Wick them, but I am trying to resist those urges. The sky is falling, all this stuff. And then the blue team goes out there and goes, Donald Trump was threatening federal governors and prosecutors, or judges and prosecutors, and says that he's going to send the MAGA crew to come burn everybody's house down and burn victims at the stake. And it's like, what are you talking about? He typed 4 words on Truth Social. You guys are jamming your man pond so far up inside yourselves. You're going septic in a heartbeat. Walk around turning gangrene. It's like, I don't know. I love that propaganda. And I can't believe that people believe it. I can't believe people believe it. It seems like Babylon Bee content. Like, it all seems like satire, but people are believing it. They're like, oh man, big scary Donald Trump, he's out there threatening federal judges. Who does he think he is? He's acting like a mob boss. Like, I don't know. I love that propaganda. It's good. It's good to know people are still scared and stupid out there. Or at least the news acres are. I can't believe actual Americans believe that stuff, but you know, I still see people wearing compliance cloths, so I mean, that tells you. Sean, Kick is working well on desktop. Thank you for the feedback, Sean. That's awesome. I still hear that the app skips and buffers every once in a while, but it seems to be good if you just access it through the website. I'm sure they'll make improvements and whatnot. DeRosa, Hilary is still killing it. Always. Always. DeRosa, just like her run, all hype. Is she going to run again in 2024? You know there's good people out there that's going to vote for her. I'm trying to think what I can say because YouTube is watching. It almost fell out of my face, and then I thought about all those strikes I could get. You know, when Hilary was running and people were like, I'm voting for Hilary, I believed them. But when old man Walter was doing the thing and they said people voted for him, I'm like, I don't know. I don't know about that. I can't believe that people actually voted for him. But Hilary, I actually believe that. I believe Hilary has a better chance running against the Orange Eagle than old man Walter does. That's what I believe. Let's read through chat really quick before we move to this next video. What's up, Wild Turkey? Happy freedom. Kevin, meanwhile, old man Walter is hiding like Anne Frank. I think he went to Maui. I think he went to Maui. I don't know when. I seen a couple videos saying that he either did or he was going to or something like that. I don't know. I think he was going on vacation and they cut the vacation short to stop at Maui. I guess. I don't know. But he still hasn't made it to Ohio. I don't think he'll ever make it to Ohio. They don't even talk about that anymore. They act like devastation's all over with. That train derailment, toxic chemicals. Nah, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that vinyl chloride. It's good for you. Like fluoride. It's good for you. Saldaregu. Hilary did it. Yeah. George, plague restrictions coming back in August. Resist. I think so. I think so. We're getting some weird signaling going on. Certain big cities are saying you should wear your compliance cloth again. You should consider staying indoors. If you don't feel good, you know, stay home for 5 days. They might be bringing it back. We might be going into Plague 2.0. We'll see how it goes. I know that there's going to be way more resistance than last time. Godzilla could be storming the city right now and farting fire and burning homes and killing children, and people still would be like, no. No. I'm not staying in the house. I'm not wearing a compliance cloth. I'm not doing any of the goofy stuff that you're telling me to do. I don't care that it's farting fire outside. I am not complying. People are way more resistant. I don't think it's going to work. I think we're going to have angry people. What's up, Heaven Mag? Happy freedom. Appreciate you being here. Snooks, no hurricanes in California since 1939. But they get bad storms. Yeah, see, it's crazy sauce to hear a hurricane hitting the West Coast. Weird. What's up, Soul For Real? Appreciate you being here. You're omnipresent. What's up, Proud Patriot Girly? Happy freedom. Alright, we're going to get moving on this next video here in a second. Robert Toole has a great song from '96 called Enema. Wait a minute, I may not be reading that right. About California. Load it up. Make a new tab. I'll check it out after the live. Oh yeah. Okay, I got it pulled up. I'll check it out after the live. Thank you for letting me know, Robert. Pesky. AJ was right again. Yep, he stays right. Jennifer, people need to be pissed off. Maybe even more pissed off. Oh yeah, absolutely. People should be pissed off. I keep trying to figure out a way to cover it, but I can't find a solid video on it. Apparently, there's a nationwide strike coming up in September. September 1st. There's people planning, or at least on TikTok, people are planning a nationwide strike. Don't go to work. Don't go to major corporations and spend money like Amazon or Walmart. Spend time with your family. Ignore the system. Stop participating in the system September 1st. That's what is circulating right now. And I'm seeing tons of videos on it. I guess it's the third or fourth time that there's been a nationwide strike attempt. I guess the other times just didn't get enough traction. I didn't even know that that was a thing. But they keep failing because there's not enough awareness spread prior to the planned event. So right now there's a lot of awareness being spread saying on September 1st, shut the country down. Do not participate. Don't go to work. Don't do anything. Do not provide for the system. Make the system stop, because we're the ones that keep everything running. I don't know if it's going to work or not. It kind of reminds me of those days that people say, you know, don't go get gas. On this day, don't go get gas. And then you see gas go down 4 cents. So I don't know if it's going to work or not. I don't know if that interests you or not. You're welcome to participate or not. It's up to you. I think it's a good idea. I think that it needs to last longer than a day, though. I think we need a whole month where nobody goes to work, nobody manufactures anything, nobody spends any money on anything, and then we all just stay lock-armed together, and they can't take all of us. I think it would take more than just a day. But that's something going on. That's something that's happening out there in the world. I don't know if you guys have heard anything about it. Skimming through the chat really quick before we play this next video. We don't have a whole lot, so I'm not trying to run through it too quick. Starstone. If Plague 2.0 is also North Korea, then yes. Why? What's going on in North Korea? DCAT, the storm in California is nothing compared to what we get in the fall. You've been in Michigan all your life. Well, almost all your life. You know what I'm talking about. 35-foot waves, winds 80 miles an hour. Yeah. That lake effect, it is no joke. That lake effect is no joke. That's why I don't even look at the weather. The weather will say, tomorrow's going to be sunshiny and 85 degrees, and tomorrow it'll be 6 degrees and you catch hail. But that's until noon. After noon, then you're going to get, you know, some snow flurries, maybe some rain later, maybe some flooding. You never know. That lake effect, it'll get you. You're not wrong, DCAP. You're not wrong. Orgasmatron, baked potato in Hawaii. Yeah, I still think that stuff is a big conspiracy. Not as big as the lasers. Everyone is saying that these fires are started by lasers in space. Also, there was reporting that China has invented a laser that can run indefinitely without overheating, like as a weapon, a laser weapon. And so now everybody's saying the world's on fire because of lasers from space. Not necessarily that big of a conspiracy, but I do think it is strange that Maui's on fire, burned everything down. The government's trying to claim more property to use for, you know, their own purposes, making it government property. And then there's also wealthy people who are coming in trying to buy all the properties. So it's kind of weird that that's happening. There's more people trying to purchase devastated property than people going there to fix the devastation or help out with it at very least. That's the kind of conspiracy that I'm seeing some symptoms towards that. But the lasers from space, that is interesting. I would like to see some videos of that. How do you fight back against that? Raj, I had to go to the website just for the goat. You're awesome. Fleece speech. That's razors. The lasers. The frickin' lasers. Where's Klaus Daniels? I need Mr. Bigglesworth. Shave my cat just for that little spiel right there. Sausage King, our government wants us dead. They do, but they want it to be a slow pace. That way we can pay taxes along the way to the coffin. That's how it's going. So we're going to move on to this next video here. Get this first one off the screen. Ka-chow. This next video is titled Trump Skipping Republican Presidential Debate, he announces on Truth Social. I mean, we pretty much knew that was coming. But at least all the losers, they'll all get together and mingle, do a little mingling while the Orange Eagle is away. They can all gas each other up and say, well, if the Orange Eagle wasn't running, I'd win. And the guy'd be like, well, no, you could win, but I'm better. I'd win. And then we just show up and go, yeah, that's great, but you guys know that we're going for the Orange Eagle, right? Orange Eagle is going to be the winner. We might as well just go ahead and say that now. He's going to be the winner unless some fishy stuff happens. Cassandra, if everyone just refused to pay taxes, I wonder what would happen. Yeah, that's when the strike should happen, is right around tax season. And there's a lot of people, I'm seeing crazy videos of people saying to file exempt. And that's great and all if you know what you're doing and you have a tax expert with you to help walk you through it. But I think there's going to be a lot of people going to prison for tax evasion that don't realize it. The problem is people don't know what it's like to feel the wrath of government authority. When you get arrested and you get locked inside of a concrete room, there's nothing you can do to get out of it. There's nothing you do. You bang your head against the wall. You can throw shit on the walls, literally. You can piss through the little flap on the door. You can kill everybody in your cell. You can even kidnap a CO. There's procedures for it. If you kidnap a CO and you bring them into the cell with you and you threaten to do anything, it doesn't matter. You can actually kill them in the cell and they will not come in there. They will not let you out. It is protocol to lock them in there. You pull a CO in, the second CO will come up and lock the door. They're not coming in to rescue that guy. They'll just lock the door, and whatever you do to them, they're just going to charge you for it because it's all on camera. There's nothing you can do to get out of that room, and there's no one that can reach you. Your family members, people from the court, your attorney. They'll make up excuses so your attorney can't come and meet you inside there. You are locked in that concrete room alone, and there is nothing you can do about it. So people feel real big on the outside, and they're like, yeah, tax evasion and blah, blah, fuck the government, dir. You get locked in that little room, and reality really starts setting in. And so I think people see those videos, and they're like, yeah, I'm going to file exempt. I'm never going to pay taxes again. And you just think all this stuff, but you don't know what you're talking about. And then you go and make these changes that are going to affect your life for the next 10 or 15 years. They're going to cause problems that you don't even realize. You'll be lucky to stay out of prison. Right now, we got IRS agents that are shooting each other. Okay? So you want to try and evade these people, they're going to just show up and wipe you out in front of your cat. So if people are going to file exempt, they need to really study on that stuff. And figure out what they're going to do. But I see tons of videos, and that's always the first thing to happen when people talk about fighting against the government is to not file taxes. If we all refuse to pay taxes, changes would be made. But that whole getting on the trend of filing exempt, you better know what you're doing because you're going to mess your life up, and they're going to come get you for it. The government does not play about money. So there is a way to do it, but make sure if you're going to participate in all that trendy stuff going on that you read about it. That you read about what's going on there, because it's not just, I'm going to file exempt and never pay taxes again. If it was that easy, all of us would be doing it. There is hoops to jump through. But I agree. If we all stopped paying taxes, I think they'd actually listen to us. We're giving them all the money and they're just shipping it overseas. Sending it to the island. All right, let's move forward to this video here. Once again, this video is titled Trump Skipping Republican Presidential Debate, he announces on Truth Social.
He's not coming. Former President Donald Trump says he will not be taking part in the Republican presidential debate.
Rumble logos.
Sam Kramer is live in the Deer District tonight. And Sam, we still don't know which candidates will be on stage.
Yeah, hi there, Mary. We did ask the Republican National Committee that question today, and a spokesman said he didn't want to get ahead of this debate, of this big event they have planned here for Wednesday night. Tonight, we do know, again, the former president says he will not be here, but the RNC is leaving the door open anyway. Outside Pfizer Forum, decals and banners signal the start of another season.
We couldn't be more excited
as the 2024 presidential race kicks off with the first Republican debate in Milwaukee.
We expect to have a lot of great candidates there, a lot of candidates that have a great story to tell and a really record of success to share with American voters.
So far, 10 Republicans say they've qualified to take part, including Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, former Vice President Mike Pence, and as of Sunday, former Arkansas Governor Asa Hutchinson says he's qualified and coming.
We're excited for our candidates to really take the stage for the first time and give that alternative to Joe Biden.
But right now, the latest polling data shows former President Donald Trump is the favorite, even amid his most recent indictments for his efforts to overturn the 2020 election.
That's the winner right there.
Social Sunday, citing the CBS poll, which shows he has a huge lead over the field, adding he will therefore not be doing the debates.
Does that diminish your debates with him polling as high as he is right now?
Well, I don't necessarily want to get ahead of what a final decision might ultimately be, but we're going to have a lot of great candidates on that debate.
While former New Jersey Governor Chris Christie says Trump should come to Milwaukee.
Nobody ran against him in 2020. Why are all these people running now? I mean, he needs to answer those questions, and he owes it to the voters to do it.
The qualification deadline is officially 48 hours from the start of the debate. That is 8 o'clock tomorrow night. We expect to hear some more details on who exactly is going to be here shortly after that.
I don't know why that guy said that. Nobody ran against him in 2020. Nobody did? Nobody? Okay. And they're like, but he needs to answer for that. Why are all these people running now? He needs to answer for why all these other people are doing the choices that they're making. He doesn't have to do anything. Stupid people. It's just a loser convention. There's no reason for him to go there. We've talked about this 3 or 4 times now. People just want to see Trump go and debate. They just want to see Trump. It doesn't matter if he was going to buy ice cream or take a dog for a walk. They just want to see Trump. But nobody expects him to lose a debate. Nobody's going to see if he can really out-debate everybody. People just want to see him slay it. Just go out there and slay it. But, nah, he ain't going. And what they didn't mention in that video is he's not just disappearing. He's not going to the debate, but he's going to do an interview with Tucker Carlson, which is way cooler. So, right on. Like, it's not a loss. But it'll be fun to see all the losers out there, with their chests all puffed out, being cool. DeSantis and Pence. I don't even know what Pence is doing. I don't know how Pence shows his face in public. I don't know anybody that likes Pence. I don't know a single person that's voting for Pence. I've never ever heard anyone say anything good about Pence ever. Never heard it. Never have. Never will. I don't believe it. I don't believe there's Pence supporters there. I expect he's going to get on stage and get booed off. I bet DeSantis will be the favorite at the debate. And that's only because Trump's not going to be there. Other than that, I don't expect anything great coming out of there. What's up, Livid Review? Happy freedom. My brother-in-law didn't file taxes for over 10 years and never got harassed. Some people get away with it. It depends. There's a lot of things. Everybody has experienced how the government works and stuff. They don't know your phone number. They don't know your address. When they need to contact you, unless it's the IRS coming to knock on your door or some federal agency like that, then all of a sudden they know everything about you. They know everybody in the house. They know your cat's name. It's weird. But then they act stupid in other things. You try to renew your license, all of a sudden their brain don't work and stuff like that. So, I can imagine you can get away from the IRS if you don't have a solid address on file, or you move a lot, or maybe you don't make a whole bunch of money on paper, various reasons and stuff. But I think for the majority of people, if they just didn't pay taxes, I think it would catch up to them. Especially if they tried to do something like, get a mortgage for a house, try to go to college, things like that. I think that's when the IRS will catch up, that tax evasion will catch up. Let's see. And that there will be no debate with Joe because Joe will be asleep. Yeah, he's going to be campaigning from the basement again. And tell them that you're related to Joe Biden. You'll get 10%. Yeah, You'd be like, "Are you filing taxes?" No. I'm a descendant of old man Walter. Oh, this. Have a good day then. Have a good day. Yep, they'll come after us, but they're not coming after Hunter Biden. Hunter Biden, nah, he ain't got to pay taxes. Ain't got to pay taxes. Cassandra, it'd be nice if a tax lawyer just schooled everyone on how to legally not pay taxes. That's what we need. We need a tax attorney to be the hero. Start making videos or, do a public announcement or something on what all we have to do to file exempt correctly and jump through the hoops and all that stuff. Tell us the steps that we need to take. Of course, people didn't become lawyers to work for free, unfortunately. So, I don't know. I'm not holding my breath for it, but that is what we need. Breezy, will you be streaming it live Wednesday night? The Tucker Carlson thing or the Republican debate? I'm trying to think. I mean, I don't have intentions of showing the Republican debate. I could show it. I'm not against it. I didn't really consider it because Trump was going to be there. If the interview with Tucker Carlson and Trump is live, we are going to show that. It's not going to be on YouTube because you get Trump and Tucker Carlson together. They're definitely going to say some stuff that's against community guidelines over on YouTube. We're not going to show it over in that shithole. But everywhere else we'll be showing it if it's live. Oh yeah, if we have to pay for something to watch it, then we're not going to cover it. But if it's something that we can obtain without having to pay for access, then we're definitely going to cover it. Serum, go for Trump Tucker interview. Yeah, if we can get our hands on that, if it's live, because I want to say the last couple of interviews with Tucker Carlson wasn't live. They were pre-recorded and then released. But if it is live and we can access it, yes, we will do that. It'll be awesome. It'll be a good show for sure. DeRosa directed energy weapons. Yep. And I've been seeing crazy amounts of UFO videos. Ever since the government said that we got aliens and stuff, I've seen so many videos. All of a sudden, we got crystal clear UFO videos just coming out of nowhere. There is some airplane or something that went missing a few days ago. It's H246 or so. I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's not the Malaysian airline. It's some new plane that just disappeared, and now there's footage of UFOs like being drawn to it, and then they start circulating around it, and then it just disappears. And I've seen that video 15 times yesterday, and they're saying the UFOs took it. They teleported it out of here. I don't know. And all the comments is, oh, Project Green Bean is coming. Project Blue Beam. They call it Project Green Bean for the people that don't believe it, but they're saying that the fires are a part of that. All the UFO sightings that are new are a part of that. I don't know. It would be something to have an alien invasion, fake or otherwise. That'd be new. It'd be new. Do we still have to wear a compliance cloth though? The aliens are coming to town. Put your compliance cloth on. Like, is that how it's gonna be? You have to get a jab to go see the aliens. What's up, Sir Leviticus? Happy freedom. Mr. Beansy Beans. Bullshit. It's all bullshit. It is. Daryl, green bean casserole. That sounds good. I'm sitting here starving. To death. Heaven Max circle teleportation. Cool. Yeah. Daryl, because aliens stink. That's racist. You can't say they stink because they're aliens, okay? Think about, that's not okay. That whole race of aliens, they smell bad. Come on, man. Sounding like a bigot over there. You got to accept the aliens and however they identify, you got to figure out how to say their pronouns out loud without getting your furniture floating. Got to figure it out. Crispy Bacon. Tucker will have millions more viewers if it's live. Yeah. Yeah, if Tucker goes live with the Orange Eagle, that stuff's going to be on fire. Snooks, Washington Post is saying Tucker interview will be taped, so maybe not live. Well, We'll see how it goes. Because even if they release it all in one shot and it's not something we have to pay for, we'll still cover it, even if it's not live. It'd be nice to see it live, though. You hooligans crack me up. And then I thought that UFO video was lame. I think I've seen that one before. Yeah. I think it's all fabricated nonsense. I think it's all fabricated. I don't know. Like, it's kind of weird because on one hand, I believe that there's probably aliens. I believe there's more than just us. Especially because of the government. Look at how the government runs. And how they play so stupid, but then they have these long, drawn-out agendas that are so slow. It's so slow-paced that the average person can't tell what's going on because it's beyond your lifespan. The plan is dialed down to such a slow pace that it takes 2-3 generations of people, like of a person's life, which is, you know, far beyond how people generally live. The average person doesn't live to be 80, 90, 100 years old. I think the average is like 60 or 70 or something like that. But these plans are done in like 100, 150 year segments, so you can't tell what's going on. The change is so gradual. You got to be superior to do stuff like that. And I know a lot of it is because of what we've obtained. Every time we go somewhere where there's trouble, right? Like the Holocaust, right? That happened. We went over there and decimated everything and fixed, you know, all the bad stuff was going on. But what do you think happened to all those scientists and all those people that caused that terrible event to happen? We recruited them. We said, come over here and work for us. We take all the technology they have, all the studies, all the analysis that they did while doing that terrible event, and we make them work for us. And we do that everywhere. We go anywhere where there's terrorism happening. We collect all their data, all their information, all their findings on how they run the civilization, how they choreographed the devastation, how they mapped out the propaganda, how they tricked the people, what they did once they got them in enclosures and in camps and stuff like that, how they ran their systems. We obtain all that information. We also take all the scientists and the bigwigs that made it happen, and we make them work for us. So having all that information obviously makes them superior. But then there's people who think there's a firmament. There's people that think that we're stuck in this circle of an ice wall and you can get beyond it, and there's more Earth out there than we know about, and you know, all the other crazy stuff. I feel like when I watch people not understand how to use a crosswalk, or they don't know that they should be washing their compliance cloth that supposedly is going to prevent them from getting sick, you can't tell me that somehow we evolved from being primitive. People are dumb as shit. I look everywhere I look around, all I see is dumbass people that went through the same kind of educational training that I did growing up in public schools, but somehow they don't know basic stuff. Like they don't understand things. They can't figure out how they keep getting hand, foot, mouth disease. Stop touching your asshole and then putting it in your mouth. Okay, how about that? Like, people can't figure that out, but somehow they're smart enough to run whole civilizations. I think that there could be outside sources, but I don't think the UFOs and the shit that we're seeing in the news right now, I don't think that's real. I don't think none of that's real. I just don't think so. I just don't think so. I don't believe it. America hired all the evil Germans. Yeah. Well, we do it everywhere, though. We do it everywhere. We go to the devastated places. We take over. We recruit all the people who did all the bad things. And then they come work for us. And then we end up with people like Fauci. That's what I believe. That's what I believe. But I don't think the videos and stuff that we're seeing is real. I don't think it's real at all. Anyways, hop off my soapbox here. We're going to move on to this next video titled New Study Reveals Anxiety Causing Phobia for Gen Z. And this doesn't make any sense to me. How could a generation that's addicted to their phones more than any other generation be afraid to talk on the phone? I mean, I don't always like talking on the phone. Sometimes it's more convenient to send a text message, but I don't fear it. I get annoyed by it sometimes, but I don't fear it. And I think that's weird. I think it's really weird. Anyways, let's get this started.
Weekend show, straight to voicemail. Gen Zers are swapping ringtones for red receipts. The reason? The young say they are plagued by phone phobia, a fear of talking on the phone. A recent CBS report shows 9 out of 10 Gen Zers would rather send a text than call someone. They claim this phobia causes anxiety. Some even saying an awkward phone call is one of the top 3 things they want to avoid in life. Being a bit dramatic, aren't they, Alicia?
A little bit. They've been known to do that. Yes, and I have 5 Gen Zers, a blended family, and they don't like talking on the phone, but you know what they do like? FaceTime. Mm-hmm. They will sit on FaceTime with their friends for hours, and the phones are just there.
That could be awkward.
So I don't understand how that's
I've walked through
different.
a FaceTime call in my underwear.
Yes.
You're just not
I haven't
knowing
done that, but I've walked through it. I was
I did it on
following you a
purpose.
little
It was
too
at work.
quickly. Yeah, but no. So I don't know. I don't get it. I've tried having conversations about this. Yeah. It goes nowhere, and they just stare at me. So I don't really. I got nothing.
Charlie, you love generational warfare, and
Yes.
you think that young people are lazy and worthless.
Yeah, I do, but not because of this. This is just efficiency. Who wants to talk on the phone? This thing doesn't even work.
Is that why you never answer when I call?
You never.
I can't stand the way this guy talks. Why is he talking like this? He's all up high like this. Shut the fuck up, dude.
Technology is going to kill us all, and it's terrible. But if you're going to have it, at least take advantage of the one thing there is, which is it's a little bit, at least it's efficient, or more, maybe you can kind of get things mixed up sometimes, but it's generally pretty efficient.
All right, but what's going to happen with Gen Zers kids? Are they just going to like not be able to look at each other at all and be like,
They'll just use their fingers to indicate whether they like or dislike the moment. This is the epidemic of human deprivation. They've never had to deal with real people. They don't deal with them in life. They don't talk to people. When they go on dates, they don't talk, they text. We tried to force our kids, and thank Rebecca for that, so that they would interact and have to interact with adults. We would make them go pay for things, or if they wanted to ask for something at an establishment, we didn't ask, we sent the kids to do it. It teaches them that human interaction, human visual cues and verbal cues are important in life. I fear we're losing all of that. And the worst thing about these devices, we're creating these little media monasteries in our own home where Junior's watching something in their room, we're watching something over here, and the other kid's upstairs watching something else. It's detrimental, not only to human interaction and the development of a people, but to each of the social skills of this generation.
But I think you touched on something really important, and it's what researchers and psychologists are so worried about, and that little kids who couldn't see faces are, they're at a greater risk of developmental delay because they weren't able to learn how to communicate in that way.
Well,
so, I mean, what is it going to take?
Technology.
Like, is it going to take some sort of a cataclysmic event where we no longer have electricity? Is that the only way we'll learn how to talk to each other again when we're
I think that's
I'm ready.
digging up wells?
May have it. Yeah, that's really the only thing, because conversations don't work, obviously, because the conversing is the problem here. And they don't want to hear it. They definitely don't want to hear it from us. We have a hard enough time.
I hope you're not commenting on this
movies
panel,
from the
Alicia.
80s.
Are you saying that there's something wrong with our conversation?
There's
What are
nothing
you
wrong
trying
with
to
our
imply?
I think our conversations are great.
Be clear.
Yeah.
I agree. We're good here.
We're good.
Oh no, we're so good. Charlie, I understand
They're kind of
that
awkward, though.
your kids don't have phones at all. They don't know what a smartphone is.
No, they have phones. But I will say this: the only thing that I ever yell at my kids
Sounds like Mickey Mouse.
is if I send them a text like "Where are you?" and they respond right away. I'm like, "Why are you on your phone? Don't respond right away."
If they're driving, you don't want them to respond.
Okay. Yeah, well, no,
I know
I don't care what they're doing. If they're in a deer stand,
right
I don't want them sitting in the top of a tree looking for nature and on the stupid phone. I would far rather, because I do think that, having kids, and I love what you were just saying about making the kids do that stuff, and I think that's really important. But the other thing is, like, get outside. Do interesting stuff.
Interact. Unless Charlie's kids shoot elk, they don't eat for the entire winter.
Now we know why they
Can't
call
be
them
on your
perch.
phone when you're doing
Go
that.
ahead, Kennedy. Get us out of this segment before we.
That's right, baby. Don't.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe.
There's so much stuff about this video. So much stuff. They got Diet Pee Wee Herman on the right side, who kept gulping air while he was talking. He was like, blah, 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 blah. Doing that. He did it like 6 times while he was speaking. We got Diet Pee Wee Herman over there just gulping air. And then on the left side, we had Fuzzhead Dude, who was talking like Mickey Mouse the whole time. He couldn't bring his voice down at all. He was clenching his nutsack too hard. He needs to chill out. He needs to adjust himself when he's sitting. You know, when you sit down too fast and you slap your sack off the bench and then you got to sit there and just lean forward and kind of breathe for a second because you sat down too fast? He needed to take a deep breath and let the voice come down a bit just before we could understand what he was talking about. But then on top of that, they're talking about how Gen Z is scared to talk on the phone. They talk more than anybody else. They need labels for everything. Oh, I'm super duper oversensitive, whatever, sensory, this, that, and the other, and all kinds of other flamboyant labels. So you can give them special treatment. Because you got to put them in their little category based on what kind of mental health problems they have, so you can treat them accordingly. What's their pronouns? How do they feel? What's your feelings like? Well, we'll never find out because they can't talk on the phone. They're afraid of it. They're afraid to talk on the phone. And then they also spoke about how they're not afraid to FaceTime. They're just afraid to talk to somebody they can't look at. That doesn't make any sense to me. It just sounds like you're lazy. It doesn't sound like phobia. It sounds like you're lazy. You'd rather text than talk on the phone. You'd rather FaceTime than talk on the phone. You know what the difference between texting and FaceTime versus calling someone? It's the difference between your phone being like this and like this. You FaceTime and text like this, but you call like this. They're scared to do this. Like that doesn't make any sense to me. It's having to hold the phone, to speak into the mic, to hold the speaker to your ear. You ever put a toddler on the phone and they're like, hi, I can't hear you. Yeah, you got to put the speaker to your head. You got to put the mic to your mouth. I don't know how to do that. All right, bye. And they just run away. That's what Gen Z is. They're too stupid to know how to talk on the phone. They have too many complications, so then they don't want to do it. They just forfeit it. Kind of like jobs, kind of like being responsible in any kind of way. I don't know. They're not all that way. But apparently a majority is if they're developing phone call phobia. Jesus loves us. Scared of the American flag. Scared of going through life without labels. Scared of just being called him or her. Stop being so scared. Talk on the damn phone. Stupid. And then social media is wrecking us. On top of all of that. Besides Gen Z developing a phobia to make phone calls, we don't even know how to talk to each other. We don't know how to treat each other, which is why everybody's on edge and snarky and shitty to each other, because that's how we are on social media. You see somebody write a post and there's a spelling error, you go in the comments before you can even correct them, there's already 6 comments telling them how they should have wrote their sentence, how the words should have been spelt, where the apostrophe should be. We're critiquing the shit out of each other. And it's because we're used to opening our phone and having the post bar say, what do you think? How do you feel? What'd you eat today? Where are you? Did you mark yourself safe from Joe Biden? Because we need to know. And so we have this desire to give all of our input on every little thing on social media, and now it's converting into real life. We shelter off from each other. We could be in a room full of people, and we're all in our own little bubble. We do not socialize publicly unless we have something that we feel we need to give someone. I need to tell you that I think you're stupid. I need to tell you all the things I don't like about your clothes. I need to tell you what's all wrong with you and how you carry your life. You need to take my input. And if you don't take my input, I have to call you names. I have to put you in a category because if you're not with me, you must be against me. There's no chance that you just simply don't give a shit. No, you must be against me. If you don't believe what I believe, you must be against me. If you don't like what I like, you must be against me. It's social media that made us this way. And the government's just benefiting off of it. That's why they push all the racism stuff and everything. They're really cracking down on Catholics and Christians, and they're trying to demonize it and stuff like that. They use it to push rephrasing, to refer to curing yourself from pregnancy as some form of health care. Killing fetuses somehow is health care. And you know, it goes on and on and on. And then you get on your social media and it just rinse and repeat. Shoves it down your throat until it's stuck in your brain. That's how it works. It's messed up. It's wrecking us. No more do you see families sitting at the dinner table together. You don't see that at all. That's not a real thing. You see 10 people sitting at the table doing this. Just feeding themselves, staring at the phone. Total silence. Hear the cat fart in the background. Just nothing going on. There's no unity. From families being separated to communities being separated to a country that is divided. Social media and all of it. I'll read through chat really quick before we move forward. We do have one more video left, and I want to remind you guys that I put all those links in the description if you would like to support the live. We have donation links, membership links. Definitely go join Gilded. If you haven't done that, go join Gilded. It's worthwhile. It's worthwhile. Go check it out. There is an application on Gilded. I keep forgetting to remind you guys. When you go to join Gilded, there is an application process. Don't stress about it. I don't even know if you have to write anything. Just submit the application so I can approve it and you can join Gilded and be where all the cool hooligans are. So, just so you know. Just so you know. Matt, no phones allowed at the dinner table. It's been a long time since I heard that. It's been a long time. But it's something that we're going to have to like actually push against. To fix at least like in your own house where you have a little bit of control left. To physically stop people from being on their phones. Force them to unite, to be a family and see the importance of being a family. Go outside and interact with friends and stuff like that. You have to mindfully choose to not use your phone. That's another thing that I think that the government is pushing. They've held 3 or 4 like congressional hearings, maybe we'll call them, on how social media is hurting kids. That hurts their self-esteem and they're deleting themselves. And it's a problem. It's a really big problem. It's obviously devastating to families to have the youngest one in the house delete themselves because they felt so broken inside from their experience on being on social media. It's because of the dopamine addiction that you get from having a phone. People aren't addicted to having phones. They're addicted to the dopamine from the releases in your brain because you feel like you accomplish something every time you swipe, every time you scroll, every time you comment, every time you post, every time you read something, every time you watch something, every time you hear something. You get dopamine because your body associates your phone use with completing tasks. So every time you complete a task, you're rewarded with dopamine. We're addicted to dopamine. When you're a child and you're spending 12 hours in your bedroom alone staring at your phone, you are heavily addicted to dopamine. And when things are not going your way, you are suffering the withdrawals of not getting dopamine, which then hurts your self-esteem. Or if you already have low self-esteem or you already feel depressed, then it kicks it back even further. It starts from being happy to dulling you down to making you depressed to making you recluse. And then eventually you just don't even want to be here anymore. The government knows about it. People are saying, hey, maybe we need restrictions. Studies are finding if you stare at a screen longer than 2 hours in a consecutive time, that you will experience the same like psychological effect as if you are a drug addict. Which is why you see people throw their controller when they get mad playing video games, or lay in bed all day watching a whole series from beginning to end. It's the addiction to dopamine. And when things aren't going your way, you become angry, which is the same effect as withdrawals from drugs. Your brain psychologically is doing the same exact thing as if you are having withdrawals from drugs. You're having withdrawals from dopamine because you're a dopamine addict. So any little disturbance in the force is kicked you off the edge. And it's killing teenagers and preteens. Congress knows. The government knows. It needs to be restricted. There's problems with this. They don't want it. They don't want restrictions. They don't want you using your phone less. They can't brainwash you if you're not addicted to your phone. They can't tell you what to think and feel and do if you're not addicted to your phone. You gotta have that phone in your face all day. That's why there's no restrictions. That's why there's no laws against it. The only law that they're passing is to ban TikTok, which I guess they just did. They passed some sort of government defense bill or something, and I guess it was pushed by Josh Hawley, which I think is really interesting. But in the bill, they banned TikTok. So here in a month or so, or whenever they process the bill, they're going to ban TikTok. All devices in the U.S. will not be allowed to have TikTok, which is kind of weird when you see how different the content is. TikTok is still a bunch of dumb, teenagers dancing and women exposing themselves in the public without being held accountable for it. But other than that, you can actually find things that you can't find on other platforms because they're being taken down. That's why most of the content that you see going viral on Twitter are actually TikTok videos. They're TikTok videos that someone posted on Twitter, and they're going viral, and people are seeing all this stuff going on, and they're like, wow, ever since I've been on Twitter, I know what's going on. Well, you're actually at the second tier. If you are on TikTok, that's where everything's happening. But then it goes to Twitter, where it's allowed to be posted because Elon allows a lot more than all the other platforms. So then you're seeing it there. And so then people feel informed because they're ignoring TikTok because they're not a teenager, but they're seeing TikTok content on Twitter. And then you don't see it anywhere else because it gets censored from YouTube and Facebook and Instagram and all that stuff. So anybody who doesn't use Twitter and doesn't use TikTok doesn't actually know what's going on while it's going on. You have to wait for it to hit the platform that you're actually watching. Now the government's going to ban TikTok. So I guess all that content, I assume, is going to get posted onto Twitter. It's going to make Twitter number one. We'll see how it goes. Just remember that I said it first. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to read through the chat really quick before we move to this final video. Annette, I remember when it was the television that everyone had their eyes glued to. Yeah, the idiot box. You notice people don't say that about phones. Your phone is much more of an idiot box than the TV is. And I wonder if they ever said that about radio. Did they ever say that the radio was an idiot box? Because that's where it started. This radio gave you the propaganda, told you what to think, feel, and do. Then the TV told you. Now our phones tell us. Eventually we'll just have the Neuralink or whatever, and the government will just project images into our brain, advertisements and stuff telling us what to think, feel, and do. Matt, I'm on my phone, but I don't own a regular computer. Yeah, and it's not the device, it's how you use the device, but it's also the encouragement you get. Everywhere you go, people are telling you, oh, you get this app and do this thing and blah, blah, blah. And it's the way you use it. And I say that all the time. Our devices are remarkable. You can know everything. You can learn anything, and you can do it for free in most cases. There's not really, in order to get accurate information, you have to pay for it. Like, courses and training and stuff like that. You got to pay to get the accurate information. That's why I went to school for music is, yeah, you can watch tutorials on YouTube until you're blue in the face, but to know the right things versus the wrong things, you have to get formal training in most cases. And so it's how you use the device. And I think people who spend most of their time on social media fighting with trolls and stuff like that versus research, reading, and studying, it dictates how the outcome is from using your device. And yeah, my dad's parents told him that. The idiot box. Yep. It was the idiot box before it was the boob tube. Matt, I have 2 teenagers, never seen them on a regular phone call, or never see them on a regular phone call. Yeah. I mean, we probably would have been that way too, being younger. We experienced phones being attached to the wall. When I was young, my grandparents had the rotary dial phones. I didn't even know how to use the phone. You put your finger in there and scroll the wheel all the way to the end, and then you gotta let it track back, and then you do it again. When I first learned to use the phone, that was the kind of phone that I used, because I grew up with my great-grandparents. So it wasn't unheard of to have a rotary dial phone that was the phone for the house. and it was attached to the wall. Didn't have a screen, didn't have call waiting, there was no caller ID, there was none of that stuff. If you were on the phone, nobody else could get a hold of you, and you didn't know who was calling until you picked it up. They didn't grow up with that. They don't understand. So they're like, why would I stick my phone that I put my dirty fingers on and then stick it in my face and it smells like my crack? Like, they don't see it. They don't understand why do that. If you could stare at it and talk from here, you'd be like, hey, da 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 da, or send a text message while having a conversation and watching a TV show all at the same time. They don't understand. Why have the phone up to your head? Eventually they won't. Eventually, I bet phones won't even make phone calls. It'll just be texting and FaceTime. We'll see. We'll see. I feel like we're having a good live today. It's good. It's good Monday today. Just reading through the chat before we move forward. Trying to figure out what you guys are talking about on Rumble. What, did YouTube take a shit? Oh, YouTube's good. I don't know what you guys are talking about on Rumble. Rumble is frozen? Rumble's not frozen? I'm watching it live right now. Oh. I guess it is frozen. What happened? Weird. It is frozen. Alright, let me figure this out. Odyssey's totally dead in the water. Well, we'll just stop it and start it. Should be fine. I don't know why I did that. Weird. That's the second hiccup we've had with Rumble today. Ah, it's good now. We're good now. Actually, it seems even clearer than it was. Of course, everybody laughed. That's alright. Raja, you got on a good rant and then it stopped. Nah. That's how it goes. That's how it goes. We were playing the game on Saturday. We got all the way to the end. And I was like, man, we had a good live. And we didn't have any technical issues at all. It didn't even freeze. And then it froze right there. It literally froze. The whole system crashed right when I said that. Because that's how it is. That's how my live runs. I'm glad you guys could be a part of it. I like everybody went to Kick, though. Look at that. 15 people on Kick. We're breaking records over here. You guys are awesome. Raja, when I was a teen, we got a 20-foot cord for the kitchen phone. Otherwise, I had to sit in the corner on the phone while the whole house could listen. That's exactly what I went through when I was younger. Exactly. Our phone was in the kitchen, and the kitchen had a stairway that went to the basement, and it had like a little plateau. And so you'd sit on the steps in the kitchen on the phone, and people would either be in the kitchen listening to you, or in the living room right off the kitchen listening to you, or they'd be in the basement because it was all finished. It was like the hangout spot in the basement, or they'd be down there listening to you, and you'd be trying to talk to your little girlfriend and stuff, and they'd be like, "Oh, you're being so sweet, Jeff, blah blah." I'm like, shut up, shut up, I'm trying to talk to my girlfriend and sound really cool, and you're making it difficult. Yeah, I remember. And I remember when those phone lines came out and you could get those 20-foot cords. You'd go to use the phone and the phone wouldn't be on the wall, and you'd have to trace the cord into your sister's bedroom or whatever. And you're like, who left the damn phone in here? Like, oh, sorry, I was talking to so-and-so. Those were the days. Those were the days. Let's see. Just want to make sure we're still good. Yeah, we're good. Starstone, is Kick worth it? I don't know. Some people seem to like Kick. It's like Twitch, but better. Just reading through the chat really quick. We only got one video left. So I'm not trying to race through it. What's up, Cheeky Chaps? Cheeky Chaps, what happened to your account? Or did you just rebrand? Mark, other channels have been freezing up as well. On Rumble or on YouTube? I'm me. I noticed that YouTube paused my subscription. I got demonetized. I'm me. That's why no one has badges. That's why there's no super chat button. YouTube demonetized me. And I knew that was going to come. That's why I've been telling people, go to the website that I spent $1,000 and like hundreds, if not 1,000 hours developing. You can watch on the website. You can watch on Rumble. You can watch on Kick and Twitch and Odyssey most days. But Rumble and jeffmaclive.com is the place to be. And that's why I've been trying to get everyone to go over there, is because I knew one day YouTube would get me. And if the people who moved over wouldn't have done so prior to the demonetization, we wouldn't be here right now. I wouldn't be able to afford to do this. It's very expensive to live stream to the capacity that I live stream at. It's very expensive. And I wouldn't be able to do it without you guys. I know you guys just think it's just the way I say goodbye on the live, but I mean what I say. It really does mean everything to me that you guys are here. And everybody that, you know, moved away from YouTube early on so they could support through the website or Rumble or everybody that's on Kick and Twitch and all of that, we would not be here right now if it wasn't for all of those hooligans. And everybody that moved when I did get demonetized is why we're still here right now, is because you guys are making it possible. Now, we're not all the way good. We still need a lot more people to join the membership program on Rumble, jeffmaclive.com, and Kick for us to keep moving forward. There is still a chance that we're not going to survive this demonetization. But because of all the overwhelming support that we've already received, we are still here right now. And it really means the whole world to me. And I don't have the words to translate that to you guys. I'm very limited on my vocab here. I need to read the dictionary or something, but it really means everything to me that you guys are here. And everyone that moved over to, I hate calling them the alternative platforms. They're the primary platforms. jeffmaclive.com and Rumble are the primary platforms. The alternative to that is Kick, Twitch, and Odyssey. YouTube is just for nostalgic purposes, if anything. There's no support coming from YouTube other than you guys saying what's up in the chat. That's the only form of support we're getting over there. But because of everyone that went to those other platforms, that's what's keeping us here. That's what's keeping us grounded. And it's fabulous. It is fantastic because we're not catching strikes on Rumble. They can't do shit to us on jeffmaclive.com. I could wink my brown eye at you guys and there's nothing that's going to happen. Now, we're not going to do anything terrible on the website. But for all the supporters we have on Rumble, Kick, and jeffmaclive.com, they can't take us down. We're almost self-sustaining now. We're almost at Alex Jones stuff. We're almost at that kind of level where we could say whatever we want and they could ban us on the soft platforms, but they can't take us down now. We're getting there because of you hooligans. You guys are the best. You are the very best. It's just another reason why you guys are God's favorite, because you work hard and you're the best. So this very last one right here is titled IRS Special Agent Killed During Training in Phoenix. It's a nice soft title when they really mean an IRS agent shot another IRS agent, which is why you shouldn't have number counters carrying firearms without proper training. This actually happened a couple days ago, but we didn't get to cover it, and news was scarce today, and so I figured because we didn't talk about it, we're going to bring it up today. Let's get her started, hooligans.
News alert out of North Phoenix. A special agent with the IRS is dead, and we are told another agent accidentally shot that person during a training exercise.
It happened at the Federal Correctional Institution's Phoenix firing range. Fox 10's Stephanie Bennett joins us live with more on what happened. Steph?
Good evening, John and Christina. Yeah, we have not yet found out the names of those agents, the one who died and the other one involved. They have not released that information just yet, but they do say no other injuries were reported. The FBI is investigating this case tonight. They said in a statement, quote, while the firing range is on Bureau of Prison grounds, an interagency agreement allows for other law enforcement agencies to use the facility for training purposes. Today, the IRS was at the range for a routine training. Now, the agent was taken from the prison to Honor Health Deer Valley Medical Center to be treated, but sadly the agent passed away shortly after arriving. Law enforcement along with firefighters lining the streets for the procession as the agent was then taken to the office of the medical examiner. Officials with the IRS tell Fox 10 that their special agents investigate criminal tax violations and other related financial crimes. Now, they say in order to carry out their daily duties, including search warrants and arrests, they must carry firearms and have annual trainings. Now, of course, guys, once the FBI wraps up their investigation, they're going to hand over any findings to the U.S. Attorney's Office for review. But for now, tonight here outside the prison gates here, it is pretty quiet here, but we're going to keep track of this investigation as we get more information.
Terrible. Terrible. Go out for some training and get killed. I didn't hear anything about arrests being made, though. Is it okay if an IRS agent shoots another one? Does that mean it's okay? I don't know. It's terrible. I'm kind of surprised that they didn't demonize guns off of that. They didn't be like, well, he wouldn't have been able to shoot him if it wasn't for the damn assault weapons. We need to ban the assault weapons. Those assault weapons. Salty ass weapons. I kind of like that. I don't know. That's messed up. I don't really understand why they're arming IRS agents. It makes me think of 2015 when the Jade Helm project was going on and the DHS building where you go to get food stamps was buying all the ammunition and tanks and ARs, and you couldn't get anything anywhere, and it was because the DHS was buying all that. Why does the building that provides food stamps and calls CPS on you, why does that building need tanks and ammo and firearms? What do they need that for? That doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. And now we got IRS agents shooting each other. Why? They're not cops. So why? I just don't get it. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. There's something I'm missing about it. Just reading through the chat really quick. That is all the coffee I had for you hooligans today. We're going to read through the chat. I'm going to drop the Linktree link to all of you guys. And we're going to do the Pledge of Allegiance. Let me grab this link really quick. On the Linktree, you can find everything. All my links are listed. So if you would like to donate and support the live or join membership programs or anything like that, you can do so from the Linktree. If you would like to join the membership program over on Rumble, you should be able to do it through the bottom of the chat where it says subscribe, but if you're on the app on Android, I don't believe you can see those buttons. So the only way to join if you're an Android user is to actually go to the website, go to the Rumble website, come to the live, scroll to the bottom of the chat, and you'll see the subscribe button, and that's how you join the membership program on Rumble. It'll say the membership program is in connection with Locals. Locals is free speech social media that is owned by Rumble. So you'll be a part of our Locals group where I post updates on things going on. You'll get alerted when we go live and stuff like that. But it will also reflect in the chat on Rumble. So you'll have the red badge next to your name signaling that you are a member. And then you'll also have access to all the cool emojis that I've been uploading. And I have intentions of uploading some more. We're going to make some Klaus emojis too. And we'll have that stuff everywhere. So let me go through and post this link really quick. Make sure it's everywhere. Everywheres. Then we're going to move forward. All right, there's a Linktree link. Take advantage of it. Go get you a cool Screaming Goat t-shirt and all that stuff. We'll read through the chat really quick, and then we're going to do the pledge. Hey, thanks for being here, Donna Sparks. I appreciate you. Donna, if you're still here, check your messages. I sent you pictures of Klaus Daniels playing in that huge tunnel thing you sent him. Thank you so much, Elisa, for the $5 donation on Rumble. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much for all the support. The Hooligan Freedom Family Fund. You're awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much, Raja, for the $5 donation. You're awesome. Thank you so much for the support. Happy freedom, hugs and happiness. You're awesome. Thank you. Dawn, let them shoot each other, the IRS. Yeah. Well, that's why they hired so many new IRS agents. They just figured they were going to lose a couple along the way. The government thinks we're all expendable. DCAT, it's called friendly fire. Yeah, they got a little friendly fire out there, didn't they? A little bit. Reading through the chat really quick before we do the pledge here. Dawn, gotta have a few spares. Yep. They're like, sir, one of the guys out at the range shot the other one and he died. I'm like, natural selection. That's what happened. It was natural selection. It's not good. DeRosa, was his name Cheney? It's been a while. It's been a while. It's an old one, but a good one. Rip Curl, it's because they know what is coming and what those new agents are going to be asked to do. It should scare us. Yep. Jamie and Deborah, your laugh makes me laugh. Well, that's good. That's good. Warcry, Orange Eagle isn't primary debating. What's your thoughts? I don't really think anything about it. I don't think anything about it. Because we're gonna be able to watch him do an interview with Tucker Carlson. So, I mean, that's a good trade. Snooks, but it was an accident. Yeah, but if one of us accidentally shot another person, we'd still go to jail for it, even if it was an accident. Sean, I appreciate you. I spanked the like button every time. For everything Jeff Mack, I see. You're awesome. You're super awesome. Heaven Mag, you need an app. I know. It's very expensive to make an app. Eventually the website will become an app, and I fix our notification system. So if you go to the website, you sign in and you say that you want to have notifications from the website, if I write you or if we go live or something, you'll receive notifications just like it's an app. You can receive it on your desktop, the notifications. You can receive that on your desktop, and you can also receive it on your phone depending on where you log in. There's even a way to save it onto your home screen on your phone so it looks like an app. But in order to develop an app, it's expensive to have the app developed, but then there's a monthly fee to keep it on the Play Store, like on the App Store for iPhone and Android. And it's like $150 a month to keep the app supported and stuff like that, which is why we don't have an app yet. We're working on it, though. The way that I developed the website is with intentions of it eventually becoming an app. But, you know, the demonetization, and then we were having live streaming issues, and then my software still crashes every now and then. I got to fix that stuff. It's on the list. We'll eventually will have an app. Warcry, when is the interview with Tucker? Not quite sure. Not quite sure. I mean, it might be on Wednesday. They might release it the same day as the Republican debate. I'm not sure, but we are going to cover it one way or another. So, what's up, Mo B? Appreciate you being here. All right, hooligans. It is that time. Please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, we did the thing. Hey, I appreciate you, Grib. All right, hooligans, like I said, that is all the coffee I had for you guys today. Hopefully you guys had fun today. It is Monday, and Mondays suck, but I think we had a pretty good Monday so far. And hopefully the rest of your guys' days today, your day today is just as good, if not better. We will be live again tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern time for gaming. If you want to hang out with us, go to Jeff Mac Gaming on YouTube, or you can watch it on Kick or jeffmaclive.com. So if you're already a part of Kick or the website, you'll be able to watch gaming. Just tune in at 8 p.m. Eastern time. And then if you don't want to watch the game, we will be live tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern time for the next Coffee with Hooligans. I appreciate you guys. You guys are fantastic, as always. As you guys know, because I just told you, I went on a little rant there, I really appreciate you guys. So big shout out to everyone that made donations, joined the membership program, or purchased any merch. I appreciate you guys so much, more than I can tell you. And I would not be able to do this if I didn't have your guys' support. So thank you so much for everything, hooligans. I'll see you guys on the next live. Until then, stand tall, shine bright. That's a wrap.